Dana, pa, dana, pa, dana, pa, ba da 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 ba, da da ba, da da do 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 da da ba. Am I overreacting or is my boyfriend jealous of our baby? Holy shit. I'd be jealous too. I gotta share boobs with a mini-me. Those are mine. Every time I look at the camera, you're holding him. Oh, lol. Yeah, he's so cute. I can't help it. And he just lets me. I'm still in shock. He's actually here and alive. My only issue is when it becomes the age. When it becomes that age, he's supposed to self-soothe. Wait, what? My only issue is when he becomes that age, when he's supposed to self-soothe, he's not going to be able to. He's only been on the floating rock for a week. He can be spoiled with cuddles. We don't need to worry about him self-soothing until he's more closer to a year. A year? Nah, we started that at like 6 weeks, lol. Are you insane? That's way too soon. Wait, what's your version of self-soothing? We allow him to sleep in his room at night? Bro, there's no way. Wait, he's not even a week old? A week. Oh, bro, he is a week old. What the fuck? Why does he need to start sleeping in his room at 6 weeks? I sleep a lot better when he's in the bassinet in the room. I don't think I want to transition him into his room until he's more like 6 months. I feel like that's understandable, right? 6 months, right? I feel like 6 months is enough time. Bro's beefing with a baby that ain't even a month old. Bro just came out of the womb and already has ops. The op is a dad. What the fuck? Honestly, at this point, I feel like you want him to be a mama's boy. Like you want him to be clingy. Like you want to be clingy to him. And I'm giving you tips to prevent that. If you cared about our relationship, you will have him sleep in his room. What? No. What's actually happening is that you're jealous of your son, which is insane, by the way. You generally got upset every time I have to do something for him. I'm not mad at you for feeling this way. And a lot of men have felt similar to you. And this can be worked through. I love you. Fuck, dude. I love you both so much, and you're both my priority. It's just as of right now, Blink requires more of my energy and time. I will still make time for you. It's just adjusted period of getting used to him and getting a routine going. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm just tired of you doing things for him without confiding me in it. Like I'm an absent father with no say when I'm not at all. I'm still honestly pissed that you're breastfeeding him when we agreed not to. What? What? The baby can't feed itself. Hello? I thought babies need to be breastfed when they first like hop out the womb. Are they allowed to be like on like formulas or stuff when they're like a week old? Yes. Oh, they are. They can be? Yes, usually do. You don't need to breastfeed? Oh, so it's just like, nah, bro wants titties for himself. Hour 3 was a formula for a second week. Oh, so it's just like, oh, okay. I made the joke a reality. What? Okay, so they can be on formula. If mom doesn't want milk, then... Oh, if the mom doesn't have milk, then there's a formula for it, but it bloats the baby. Aww, makes the baby gassy. It's mostly recommended to breastfeed so they can get the proper nutrients. It's highly recommended to stay breastfeeding, but formula works fine. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, that makes sense. What is this guy's deal? What the fuck? I recently had my little son over a week ago, and his father has not been adjusting well, in my opinion. He really wants me to take more of hands-off approach with our son, and he doesn't like it that I'm holding him a lot. And every time he makes somewhat of a noise, I rush, pick him up. Just small things like that. I feel like that's like valid parents' response. You know what I mean? I used to do that with my siblings when they were little. Whenever I would hear noise, I'd like run over to them and be like, you okay? You know what I mean? Like just like make sure I feel like it's a valid response for like a fucking newborn. Hello? Excuses. At first, I thought he was looking out for me because I had a C-section and I shouldn't be doing a lot, but I no longer think that's the reason why he gets upset. For an example, at the latest big disagreement is that he has that I breastfeed him. I don't know why. His reasoning is because he thinks it would make the baby clingy only to me. That's really weird. For a small amount of defense for the guy, very small, is a crazy shock for him during the phase, so he just doesn't know how to adjust. Oh, okay. Is this like an actual thing that guys feel? Is this true? Wait, I feel like it's like every partner though. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we got a baby now. We got a baby now, so, you know, we're gonna have to, like, they're spending less time together because, like, they're more focused on the baby. I feel like that's, you know, every partner's feeling. You know what I mean? Both just feels like not enough time is spent with one another. I'm single, so I don't really know.
Breastfeeding can also give antibodies to the baby, which is a big deal for their immune system. Not to the extent, but it completely flips your life on its head, so it's hard for some to adjust. Okay. All right. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I really don't think that he hates our son. I think he's having a hard time knowing how to bond with him, and he's jealous. And that he's jealous. My son knows how to cry for me, is how he kind of explained it. I let him access my bedroom, security cameras, and nursery cameras to make him feel like he's not missing out on anything, and he's still there. But still, I think that he's jealous of our baby, and I'm wondering if I'm delusional. It's not a typical baby blues on his end. Yo, she gave you like access to the fucking cameras to like the baby room and like the little nursery stuff and everything. Like what? I'm so confused. If they wait a few more weeks, the mom will hate the kid too. It's a normal thing that happens. Just let them pick up the baby and hold him, walk with him so he can share that responsibility. You're so right. Leaving the baby to soothe himself is just so cruel. This is so absurd sounding. I think it's just insane because it's like, I don't get how anybody can look at a baby and decide, yeah, he doesn't need any comfort. Let him deal with his own needs. He's a fucking infant. I don't even particularly like babies. Definitely don't want one of my own. But even I would hold and soothe a week-old baby. Existing is scary. Adjusting to this new strange world is scary, and I can't imagine willingly choosing to be this cruel to my own flesh and blood. 100% this. There's way too much to focus on babies needing to self-soothe. And I don't even get how this is like a thing. Your baby is crying and it's like, oh, just let him cry it out. That just feels wrong. Yo, I hear a baby cry, my heart breaks. I'm like, oh my God, like I can't, you know what I mean? Yeah, as a dad, you really feel like that you are useless during the first few weeks to a month. Wow. It sounds like this guy hasn't had a mom. Self-soothe is a good thing after like 6 months to a year time period before that, just comfort them. But so it's after. It's after, like, what the fuck? So why is the dad like low-key tweaking out? It's strange because it's a very common chemical reaction to show. It's a lot of animals too. Either he feels uninvolved or wants some responsibility or is actually jealous. Trust me, guys don't know these things unless they go through it. Why in the world would a father have such a strong opinion against their child's mother breastfeeding their child? There's absolutely no reason out there that exists beyond the reasons that are controlling and selfish that would compel a father to be against breastfeeding when the mother wants and can to. I'm not afraid to say it. He's a selfish prick. Damn! I'm not afraid to say it. He's a selfish prick that thinks the baby is going to ruin the titty. The titty he misogynistically views as a titty. There's a JoJo backstory where the kid stops crying because his father or his parents never came. This guy's trying to raise a cold killer. Guys, don't do it. He's mad he's not getting puss. That can be traumatizing for men too. Wait, what do you mean? I think dudes are incredibly toxic. Who wants their kid to go through life all tough, distant, and miserable and angry? Because it sure sounds like that's what the version of parenting will do. If it doesn't end up like that, then it would be due to the kid and not him. You got a chance to improve upon what parents did you absurd. Absolutely. Yeah. It just sounds like he had like bad parenting. It's not like he had bad parenting. Men rely on the physical and sexual connections. When the women can't give enough of that for months, they lose their minds. Wow. That's a little sad. I think it's a little sad in a sense. You know what I mean? I mean, he maybe didn't have any action for 9 months with Mrs. And now he needs to wait at least a month due to a C-section. It's the way our minds are wired. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. You can't really do anything when a woman's pregnant for like months, right? Because you're like low-key worried about her like hurting the baby and shit. Me need sex. After like 7 months, you can't, and 6 weeks after. Yeah, I feel like it makes sense. You know what I mean? I don't know about that. You shouldn't be angry because you can't get intimate. Taking care of and raising a family comes first, I would think. Yeah. I'm like, I get what like Cash is saying, you know, I'm like, oh, this is like how a man's minds work. And I get that. You know what I mean? I also think it's like low-key sad too, because it's like, wouldn't you care about your child? You brought a new baby into life. You know what I mean? It's like, this is your first time. I feel like people like would have like a feeling of bringing their baby. Like, you know what I feel like that's like a beautiful feeling. Thank God we have a dad here to help us. A woman becomes super Fertile after the birth and can get pregnant again, which can be dangerous. Oh, wait, really? Oh, shit. So don't get freaky after having a kid. Okay. Wait a while. Adult actions equals adult consequences. If you're going into it, then do it properly, you know? I can't imagine getting upset over the breastfeeding thing. I won't lie. That just feels like wrong in a sense. You know what I mean? Here's some studies to prove that your boyfriend is saying has been founded to be false. It is widely supported by a medical community across the board that you cannot spoil your baby, make them too clingy, affect their ability to soothe them, or affect their sleeping alone ability by holding them too much. It's actually the opposite. Babies who are held more and responded to attentively show more healthy independence, healthy attachment, and sleep better alone. So we can scratch that off his reasoning. But you also suspected that this is likely not the rooted issue. It could be a little bit more of him feeling like he doesn't get to say in the process that you aren't taking his advice into consideration. And some things tied to some old school false beliefs based in gender norms about wanting his son to be soft. And he said he's a mama's boy. But once you show him the advice is based on misconception, that would seemingly subside. I have a feeling it won't, but there's more here. And that obvious with the breastfeeding comments. Why in the world would a father hold a strong opinion against his child's mother breastfeeding their child? There is absolutely no reason out there that exists beyond reasons that are controlling and selfish that would comply a father to be against breastfeeding when the mother wants and can't do. It is well known for the best choice for a baby is breast milk in a situation where it's possible. So a father would have to be knowingly choosing this less ideal option for reasons that is not in the child's best interest, but rather his own. And that is whack as fuck. Breastfeeding is so much cheaper, so just let her do it. Dang, dude, what the fuck? Nor keep prioritizing your baby's health and best interest. Invite your boyfriend to do that with you, or he can be mad while you keep doing it by yourself. OP, I guess like this reader, are so young and lovely. OMG. What a terrifying and heavy experience that you go through at your age. I was 15 when I had my son. It was something difficult to put into words, but I know that you have been through a lot and you're feeling a lot, and your boyfriend is only 18. Wait a minute. Hold on. What? Wait a minute. Wait, I read everything. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Is she 15? Is like the person that made this post 15? I was also 15 when I had my son. It was something difficult to put into words. But I know you've been through a lot and you're feeling a lot. Your boyfriend's only 18, and this could be potentially giving him some grace based on simply being young. However, the details that he is an adult by law and is sleeping with a 15-year-old is pretty problematic. Also illegal, but I'm pretty sure that you're aware and you guys have a baby. So what is happening? No, the other person was 15. What? Wait a minute. What is happening? I'm sure that you're aware and you guys have a baby. So now probably a bit late to worry about that anyways. But furthermore, your post history kind of seals his fate for me. This guy is not a nice guy. Hopefully he still has room to grow, but I don't know. It's not looking so good. He's pretty horrible, mean, not helpful, not kind. Then that's not fair to you. Things will be tough enough without that added on. I hope that you have some good friends and other supports in your life. If that's the case, this guy is 18, then of course he's having problems with it. He's too young to be able to put personal feelings aside. Oh my God.
Crazy story here. I was born in a less than ideal time and place.
Yeah.
My mother sold breast milk on the black market and I didn't get nutrients. Ended up getting jaundice. Had to be put on meds for months. Moral of the story is babies need them milkers.
Oh my fucking God. I'm so sorry. Crumbs, you're an asshole. Go take a walk. Get the fuck out of here. Go take a walk. Asking the real questions. Go fuck yourself. Alright, basically didn't stop holding our kid for like the first 5 years of his first year of his life. Lived for naps with our kid on his chest. Always wanting to be near him. I also used a wrap to carry him around. It was simpler easily than hearing him cry or fuss. I didn't breastfeed, so our kid was never been hungry for a second in his life, as in no supply issues or adjusting period. Our kid is now 2.5 years old and is incredibly independent, self-soothing, confident, curious, and happy. Every time we have any kind of check-in with the health professional, they always say the same thing. He's an easy baby because his needs are met. Owi's boyfriend is wildly uneducated on the infant needs, and his parenting preference is legitimately abuse. Not comforting a week-old baby. That's cruel as fuck. Oh yeah, I'm assuming that they're like 15. What the fuck? I thought this was like a whole adult. For some advice for the LP, you can supplement breastfeeding with formula, which can give the guy a chance to feed the baby. That'll help his attachment issues. Oh yeah. It just feels like he needs to be involved with the kid more. You know what I mean? That just sucks balls. Hello? Oh my god. It just sounds like he needs to be involved with the kid more. That's just actually what it sounds like. Half a chat is just further decided they won't have kids now. This would have been a good segment on parenting at the party. I remember when my parents had my siblings. My parents were always around 24/7 for like my siblings, you know what I mean? And sometimes if they had to go do something, they would leave, right? Of course. But it was insane in my opinion. I never like once... My dad or my dad has never like felt like in competition like with my siblings, you know what I mean? If anything, he wanted to always be around them. I would like come home from school and I would see like my dad like knocked out like on the recliner and then my siblings like asleep on his chest, you know what I mean? And I go over to him and I'm like, Dad, you may go put the baby in the crib? No, it's okay. To clarify, I got adopted when I was like 6 months old, so I didn't know anything about my birth mom, but I can't imagine how desperate you gotta be to sell your milk on the black market. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. That fucking sucks. Is somebody scared to become a parent? Sounds like it, dude. I don't know, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I overreacting for getting upset that my mother-in-law keeps calling herself mama to my newborn? What is happening with like parents, dude? Oh my god. That's crazy. I, 30 female, had my first baby 6 weeks ago. It has been a whirlwind. And my mother-in-law, 60 years old, has been very involved. She visits multiple times a week, brings meals, helps clean, and is generous and appreciated. That's cool. That's a W. W to like a certain extent, you know what I mean? But here's the issue. She keeps referring to herself as mama to my daughter. Not grandma or nana. Mama. Damn. The first few times, I thought I misheard it. And then she started saying it like, come to mama. Oh. Yeah. Kick her out. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how nice she is. Get the fuck out of here. Or, mama missed you, while holding her. I gently corrected her saying, do you mean grandma? She laughed it off and said, well, it just slips out. Yo, I would... Oh my god. Where's the husband at? Is he saying anything? Except it keeps happening. And I finally asked her to please stop calling herself that, especially around my daughter as she grows up. She got very cold and said that I was being possessive and ruining her bond with her first grandchild. Lady, your time is over. Where's the husband? My husband is trying to stay out of it, but told me I should choose my battles. What? Wait, what? My husband is trying to stay out of it, but told me I should choose my battles. Are you dead ass? Are you dead ass? There's no way. So you would allow your mom to disrespect your wife like that? That's crazy. It feels like a big deal though. The title means something. Am I overreacting? Or is this a boundary valid? I'm feeling aggressive just reading this. Your husband isn't staying out of it at all. He just told you to pick your battles. So he sees that this war and you're under attack. Tell him to drag this sorry butt over. Tell him to drag his sorry butt over to his mother's house and tell her to stop attacking his wife. He is failing you by letting this mother do this. By letting his mother do this and giving this implication approval by not stepping in to protect his immediate family. You and the baby are his immediate family now. Mother-in-law and everyone else is extended family. I'll come after confronting her. Husband calls mother-in-law by the first name from now on and see how important she actually thinks that the title of mom is. She should be stripped of the title of a grandparent too. She can be first name only basis with your child if she doesn't want to be called grandma. Damn. I low-key feel bad. This husband has no spine. If I was the husband, Mima would have kissed the stairs fast as hell. Shouldn't he be on the wife's side for this? We get Mama Pants segment and some words of wisdom to this brainless woman. It's definitely emotional abuse and some sort of thing. The husband needs to tell his mom to back off. That's what I did to mine when they disrespected my wife once. Dude. Damn. Yo, they're essaying. Holy shit. There's a ton of mother-in-law Reddit stories, especially with weddings. Dude, this is insane. How is like the dad like not do? It bothers me so much because it's like that's the lady that you married. You know what I mean? And they're like being really. Does that not like make you feel fucking weird that your mom is saying like, "Oh, call me mommy" to your own child? It's like, yo, back the fuck up. What are you doing? I told that to my kids too. I choose their mom, not them. I can always make another one. That's insane. I feel like you would want to defend your wife in this scenario. What? That's crazy. Pick your battles. I recognize that the mother is going to be a constant struggle as she fights you on every tiny thing, and I'm going to be no help at all. You have the power here. You control access to the child. Ask mama if she needs to take a break from visiting her grandchild to figure out her own identity issues. If she makes another mistake, you can help her remember by cutting her off from visiting privileges for 2 weeks. Well, I don't like using seeing a child as a form of warfare. I also stand by your house and your kids and your boundaries. I really like the suggestion someone gave of having a husband call his mother by her first name if he'd be a man enough to do it. Oh. Other than that, just correct her sternly every time she does it, and then add, if you can't respect that in this house, you're not welcome here. I hope you get the situation resolved. I feel bad. That's insane, dude. Oh, I would low-key tweak out on both of them. I'm not even gonna lie. I would lose my fucking shit. Yeah, I don't think I ever like called my grandma's mom. You know, I don't think, I don't think my grandma's ever done that. You know what I mean? I'll be so dead ass. They were rarely ever around. But, they never once came over and was like, hi, it's me, mommy. You know what I mean? They're always like, yo, what's up? It's G-Ma. And pop up, yo, what's up? It's G-Ma, guys. That is crazy. Yo, you gotta kick that husband in the ass. Like, actually. Am I overreacting? One date. One. This was 2 days after we met. Am I overreacting? One date. One. This was 2 days after we met. Holy shit. Oh my god. We went on one date. It was fun. Enjoyed it. This was 2 days after. I said I was with friends. He lost it. Lost it. I also have 5 voicemails from this person. Yes, he is a male. I'm overwhelmed and he doesn't understand why this is too much. Damn. Wait. Do not block if you need to get a restraining order from some kind, which looks like you might have to. If this continue happens, you need a record of everything they send you, on how often they try to contact you. Never delete the messages, never block. Your actually best bet is to say to them, do not contact me ever again, or please stop contacting me, because if they didn't continue to harass you, you can file a police report simply because you have asked them to stop and they refuse. That crosses into harassment. Regardless, you need a trial. Holy shit. I deadass like would be losing my mind. Oh my god. Last one. Am I overreacting for cutting off my dad and my boyfriend after I found out my dad gave him a car to leave me? What the fuck is happening? This can't be real. What is happening? She's probably crazy. W dad. We all know this is W, guys. Is this like a huge W? I mean, it depends if she's crazy. I just want to know the truth. Please don't lie to me. I wasn't going to lie. I owe you that. Then what happened? Why did you leave like that? Your dad offered me his car to leave you alone. What? He said I was holding you back, that you deserve someone with a future. He told me that I just drag you down. And you took it? Yeah, I needed it. Yo, he's honest. I'm not even gonna be upset about that. Yeah, I needed it. I'm not proud, but it's for your own good. He would never accept me anyway. You let him decide for me, for us? I'm sorry. I swear I never meant to hurt you. You already did. You are done with me. Forever. Forever. You're fired. 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 Sorry. This was a test and he failed. I'm 18. It's over. That's all I need to know. 18, they can't date. Next. I'm 18 and this happened a couple weeks ago and I'm still not okay. I was dating someone for a few months and even though it wasn't super long, it felt really deep. We were close. We texted all the time, called at night, sent to music, and random stuff. He was 21. It's okay. I feel like that was helping though. You know what I mean? 18 and 21 isn't bad, right? I don't know. Wait. 18, 19, 20, 21. That's like 4 years, 3 or 4 years. Oh, 3. I can't count, guys. Not awful, but I see why the dad helped him leave. Yeah. Unless it just turned 18. Yeah. 18 and 21 is not odd, but it's odd, but not weird. Yeah, it's not like bad. 18, 21 isn't that bad, all things considered. Yeah. He was 21, didn't come from a perfect background. He worked part-time, didn't have a car, and was still figuring things out. He usually walked or got rides from friends, and he never made me feel like that was a problem. I liked him that way he was and how he made me feel. Okay, so I feel like that was just helping him out. Like, hey man, like, get your shit together. I'm gonna focus on like getting my daughter's shit together. You know what I mean? That's just what it sounds like. Still figuring things out at 21 with no car and a part-time job. Yeah, I'd kick him out too. But my dad hated him from the start. He kept saying I deserve better, someone with a future, and he thought that this guy would drag me down. It got to the point where he would make comments even when my boyfriend was around, and like I was wasting myself or throwing my life away. Then out of nowhere, my boyfriend completely cut me off. No explanation. He blocked me everywhere. I thought I did something wrong. I felt sick for days, replaying everything in my head. Wait, that kind of sucks. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's like e-dating, and then next thing you know, you wake up and you're blocked. Oh, brother. I'm sorry. That kind of sucks though. You know what I mean? If you guys like knew each other, comparing it to e-dating is wild. I just think it's so funny because like I'll see tweets of it and be like, what did I do wrong? You know what I mean? It's like they wake up and they're blocked. It's like, huh? I'll see tweets of it then. But I understand. Like, I think this is sad. You know, it's like wake up and you don't really hear a word from them. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, hello? Where'd you go? A few days ago, I texted him from another number. I asked for the truth. And he told me, he said that my dad offered him a car if he left me alone and disappeared. He said that my dad told him I deserved someone better and that would never accept him anyway. And he accepted it. He said that he needed it and thought it was good for my own. Screenshots are from the conversation. I told him he let my dad make the decision for both of us. And he just said sorry and that he never meant to hurt me, but he already did. I told him that he's done with me forever. I feel like I never mattered to either of them. I was just passed over and pushed aside, and now I don't even know how to feel. Part of me wonders if he did it because he really thought that he was helping me, or he just used it as an excuse to walk away. I don't know if I should forgive him, or if this just proves that he never really loved me. Am I overreacting? What the fuck? You're more mad at your like boyfriend than your dad? What the fuck? I'd be pissed off at my dad. What? I'd be like, am I overreacting for being at my dad? It just seems like she's more mad at her boyfriend than her dad. Being used as a tool sucks. Wait, am I reading this right? What tool? Wait, what did she do? How is she a tool? I'm gonna add something here. Everyone is saying that this guy is trash. He may be, but I don't think that we know. I don't think that he's trash because he took the car. I would bet a lot many, if not most adults, will also take the car if they were only dating for a few months. Most people stop dating after a few months and leave with stress only. Well, in fact, I don't blame the boyfriend at all. And to be honest, he's only 21 and you're 18. This isn't to your experience, but most young love experiences don't work out. Getting a car when you're young and just starting out though can change your young life. I don't fault the boyfriend. Your dad, however, yeah, no, that's ridiculous. And I would probably be mad at him for a long time. Dad might be right that he's not good for you, but that's just for you to find out and live through. Not for him to literally pay someone off to get out of your life. I'd have a hard time trusting after that. In short, very understandable to be mad at both. Best of luck. That was an asshole for the offer, but the boyfriend clearly didn't want to stay with her. The car made him cut it off. Yeah. I can see why she's mad at him because he let the dad convince him to leave, but still the dad is fucked. Low-key right about the car part. Yeah. Not gonna lie, if the boyfriend genuinely thought that he was holding her back, that's why he took the deal. Offering cars in future so my girls don't date. Thank you for posting this. I came to the comments to see something very similar. What people might miss at first glance is the car. When you don't have one, it is life-changing thing. I know from experience. Another thing may not here are talking about how it feels, how the boyfriend feels about him, especially if they're from two different demographics. Speaking for my own, I've always felt like I was swinging up in terms of girls I dated and the ones who genuinely who I eventually married, having someone important in the girl's life constantly downing you can reinforce those negative thoughts and even cement them as truth. So in his mind, he could have adopted that his dad's classic rhetoric and believed that he was not good enough for her. The only mistake the boyfriend made, from what I can tell, is that he let his own fear, doubt, and insecurity make the decision for him and her instead of talking it out with the other person who actually mattered in the situation. Ooh, I don't know. This is a little odd situation because like they're both young, you know, 21 and 18. You know what I mean? They're both still young. I don't know, man. It's not like the end of the world. I don't know, dude. Would have been worse as a boyfriend. I wish I got like a free car at 21. Hey, it's crazy. I don't know, man. This is like so like wishy-washy. You ever want to do chat confessions things on stream? I've got some good ones. Oh my god. Holy shit. Chat confessions? I'm losing my mind.